BYD Seal on a salary sacrifice EV scheme. Let's do some number crunching to find out how much it would currently cost. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, folks. JD here again with another quick car finance related video for you. If you're new to the channel, this channel is all about better educating you when it comes to purchasing cars, whether it be through an HP scheme, PCP, and more recently salary sacrifice schemes for electric vehicles. So do hit that subscribe button to get notified of any new content. Obviously hit the bell icon as well, and give this video a thumbs up if you find it useful. So down to business. About 2.5 years ago, May 21, I took delivery of my Tesla Model 3 long range. So it's on a 36-month agreement, so it's almost at the end of its lease. So I need to start thinking about where to go next. It's been a great car. Can't fault it. It's needed a bit of maintenance. It's needed a new rear light in that time, and it's needed about 3 new boot struts, and it's needed a new rear window because when the boot strut broke once, it smashed the rear window. But Tesla were great, and it's all been sorted under warranty, so I can't really fault the car. I am obviously considering the new Tesla Model 3 Highland, but I'm also considering other options, and one of those options is the BYD Seal. Now, I went over to BYD in Leicester on Thursday, a couple of days ago, and had a going one, and I was really impressed. What struck me most about it was the other extras. So, for example, the 3D camera. That was really useful. It's very useful when I was parking the car back into the dealership. And mostly for me, what really struck me was the quality of the interior. The fit and finish was superb. You get a full panoramic roof. Everything is standard. The only difference between the all-wheel drive and the rear-wheel drive, which this one was, is the head-up display. It's got that party trick where you can rotate the screen. I'm sure that novelty would wear off after a couple of goes. But the fit and finish, the materials were superb. There was lots of Alcantara, really plush fitting leather seats. And I have to say, the quality of the door thud was really good, really solid. So it's definitely a contender for my next car. So what I thought I would do today is just go through a salary sacrifice example, because that's how I personally would get one of the cars. So nipped over to leasing.com. Do check out these websites, no affiliation with them, but leasing.com or Lease Loco, really, really useful. You can select some cars, you can track the prices, they will email you when prices go up and down. Really useful. So anyway, so if we look, the one I'm interested in is going to be the Excellence, which is the all-wheel drive version. Currently the cheapest coming up, and I've done this on a 1 + 35, so that means effectively no deposit, 36-month agreement. I've done it on 10,000 miles a year, 36 months, and that's coming out at 635.15 plus VAT, okay, with no maintenance. So what I do is I normally look at who is providing the best deal, so First Vehicle Leasing, and then I go over to their website and I see if we can add the maintenance. Sometimes it will ask you to give them a call to get a maintenance price, but we shall find out. So if we go over to First Vehicle Leasing, so let me just get another tab. All right, First Vehicle Leasing, if I could spell, where are we? First Vehicle Leasing, here we go. Right, so let's see. So we want a BYD, we want a Seal, we'll just do a search on that. Okay, there we go, the Excellent Show Deal. Ignore the standard price because we need to put our own terms in. So I'm going to do 36 months. I'm going to do 10,000 miles. I'm going to do 1 month deposit. And look, maintenance available. Good price for maintenance, $36.53 a month. Which will be tyres and servicing. Now, when I spoke to the dealer, he wasn't sure about the service intervals on the BYD. They thought it was going to be very similar to the Tesla, which is basically nothing apart from rotating your tyres if you wish. So we've got a price of, put it on business, 635.16 plus VAT, and then £30 for, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that was with VAT. So £30.44 plus VAT for maintenance. So let's nip over to the spreadsheet and plug these figures in, and let's see how much it would cost on a salary sacrifice arrangement. Anybody who would like a copy of this spreadsheet, please email me. The email address is on the screen here. carfinancetutorials@outlook.com. For a one-off donation of £10, you can get a copy of this spreadsheet and as many updates as I make. I have literally just added and updated the sheet to include the new national insurance rates from January 24, because they're coming down from 12% to 10%. So that's now been incorporated. I've also got a PCPHP calculator, which you can get a copy of as well for a one-off donation of £10. That will let you calculate your voluntary termination figures, your early settlement calculations, all sorts of things. So both really useful tools there. I have also combined both of them into an app, which is $14.99. So email me for details if you'd like to purchase any of those things. So let's go through using this spreadsheet. So I'm going to assume we are a standard taxpayer and with a standard personal allowance. So the current personal allowance, unfortunately until 2028, good old stealth tax, is fixed at $12.57L. So we'll use that. I'm going to choose a salary of, let's say £40,000 a year. And we'll ignore anything else. We'll ignore car allowances, pensions, that kind of thing. And currently, from next month, this is, because this is the new national insurance rate, our net pay would be 2647 roughly. So let's plug in the BYD Seal figures. So if we go over to this side of the spreadsheet, we're going to choose a salary sacrifice figure of, now let me show you how I work these out. So assuming you're in a company salary sacrifice scheme, now you might be in a salary sacrifice scheme that is provided by somebody who does it all for you, somewhere like Octopus or Lease Plan, for example, and they will do everything, and they will tell your payroll what to take, and they will normally also include insurance. What I am doing in this example is I'm taking a standard business lease and working out how much that would cost under salary sacrifice conditions, and assuming that we're going to insure the car ourselves separately. So the way I do it is we take the lease price, which is, in this example, 635.16, and we add on 10% VAT. That's good, isn't it? Why is my font not showing up? It's all in white. Let's find somewhere else. No, let me do a new sheet. That'll probably be easier. Let's make a new tab. There we go. Right. So let's make a new tab so you can see what we're doing. Let's zoom in a bit. There we go. Right, here we go. So what I do is I do 635 in this example, 16, and I'm going to add on 10% VAT, because you can claim back half, 50% of the VAT on a salary sacrifice scheme. If it was a pool car and only used for pool purposes, so it only ever stayed in the business, it was never taken home, it was never used for personal use, you could claim 100% of the VAT back. But this is for personal use as well, so we can claim back half the VAT. So to keep it simple, I've taken the lease price shown currently on the 30th of December on leasing.com through fleetvehicleleasing.co.uk, and I've added 10% of the VAT. And then I'm also going to add on the maintenance, which was £30.44. Now, the nice thing about maintenance is you can claim back 100% of the VAT. So half the VAT on the rental element, all the VAT on the maintenance element. So that gives us a total salary sacrifice amount of that plus that. So the figure we're using is $729.12 for a fully maintained BYD Seal Excellence all-wheel drive, fully maintained. I've already said that. 36 months, 10,000 miles a year. So that's the figure we want. So we'll go back to the old EV scheme here, and we're going to put in a car salary sacrifice amount of that. Which is not working. We're doing well today, aren't we? Where's that gone? Where's it gone? There we are. 729.12. Okay, so 729 12 times 12, because this is for the year here. Okay, which is that, and which is that, divided by that. Right, okay. So that means our gross salary for tax purposes is 31,250. Now, benefit in kind. Until 2025, we are paying 2% of the P11D value of the car. What does that mean? What it means is you take 2% of the car's P11D value, effectively the purchase price, and that amount will come off your tax code. So if you're a 20% taxpayer, let's keep it simple. If your car had a P11D value of £50,000, 2% of that is £1,000. £1,000 comes off your tax code. So if you're a standard 20% taxpayer, it will cost you £200 a year in company car tax, 20% of 1,000. If you're well into the 40% tax bracket, you would pay £400 a year. Now, the P11D value of a BYD is roughly about 48,000, I think. Let's just see. So I'm just going to go to byd.com and we'll choose the Seal. If I could get to it, it would be useful. Okay, and we're going to go for the excellence. Now, the good thing again with the BYD, you don't pay extra for wheels. You get 19-inch wheels as standard. They're the only ones you can get. You don't pay extra for metallic paint, unless you go for what they're calling indigo grey or shadow green. So I'd probably go for black. So 48,695. We'll use that figure for the P11D value. So 48,695, 2%, which means £973.90 is our benefit in kind value, which will bring our standard personal allowance down to 1160L. So we'll get rid of that for a second. I'll explain what that is in a minute. So our new net pay will be 2121, and that car, including company car tax, fully maintained, would cost a 20% taxpayer £526.62 per month. Now, if you've got a nice, friendly company, they can also pass on some or all of their company NI saving. It's entirely up to them. They don't have to. But let's say they were to pass on their company NI saving, which is £100.62 a month, because the company pays 13.8% on the salary, give or take a few thresholds down the bottom end. So if you're saving, if you're salary sacrificing effectively, in this case, £8,750 a year, the company is saving 13.8% of that. So if I were to put in 100% saving, you can see it makes it much more favourable. £456.18 net for that car, a 37.43% saving. That's on a salary of £40,000 a year. Let's say we earn £60,000 a year, so we're well into the 40% bracket. Change the salary to 60k, would normally give us a salary of 3717 net. Now, let's take off the company NI saving for now. See, look at that. For a 40% taxpayer, 37.55% saving with the benefit in kind added, 455.35 if your company passes on the company NI saving, 396.99 all in, 45.55% savings. So 36 months, 10,000 miles a year, no deposit, fully maintained. As at today, from Fleet, whoever they were, fleetvehicleleasing.co.uk, it looks like we could get one of these if we were a 40% taxpayer for about £395, £396 a month, all in, fully maintained. That's your tyres, servicing, etc. Okay, if we didn't pass on any company NI, still really, really favourable. Look, £455 a month, £455 a month, all in, no deposit, for a brand new BYD Seal. certainly worth considering. It's definitely at the top of my list. As I said, beautiful interior, really, really nice, comfy, plush, quilted seats. I think I'm going to be checking out the Tesla Model 3 Highland next month. I also quite like the new Mini Cooper because I don't need a big car. The new Mini Cooper's coming in spring, February, March time. I quite like those. I also quite like the BMW i5. But again, as I said with the iX, they don't seem to be that efficient. So I'm not sure. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that was useful. As I said, do hit that bell icon. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you please. Take care. See you next time.